It's around that time of the season, reprint season, where cards get announced as reprints and then eventually get reprints, decreasing the card's value. I know that there are tons of stories of players holding onto cards for just a little too long, and then the reprint bug comes around and ruins your card's value. For me, one of my most memorable stories is that I had an ultimate rare, I still do, have ultimate rare Karakiri Burritos, and this is when the Karakiri / Earth Machine deck was all of the hype. I never thought that this card would be reprinted. Oh man, Karakiri Burritos were going to be it. And then they got reprinted as a super rare in a 10. Needless to say, I could have flipped those Karakiri Burritos ultimate rare for a pretty decent profit and then picked them up later. In this video, we're going to be talking about the same. Now, these cards are cards you can decide to keep for yourselves, or you can flip them while their price is still high and buy them once again when they're low. I want you guys to post down below in the comment section your reprint horror stories. It's going to be a long, shaky ride. One of the hotter controversial topics of cards players should hold on to or sell is Warlord Savage Dragon. Now, Warlord Savage Dragon isn't confirmed to get a reprint to my knowledge, but seeing that it came in the Savage Strike set, and the Mega 10s 2020 will cover cards from the Savage Strike set, Warlord Savage Dragon is a card that players are highly anticipated to be reprinted on this year. Its current price tag sits at about $72 a pop. When I picked up Warlord Savage Dragon, they were around $15 to $12. Boy, I even traded one for Get Out about a couple of months later. I feel bad. Warlord Savage Dragon has shot up in popularity due to the fact that it is an Omni Negation monster, and it's one of the better level 8 synchro monsters in the current Yu-Gi-Oh card game. I can see Warlord Savage Dragon dropping to a lowest of around maybe $30 for this card. So if you guys do pop off with Warlord Savage Dragon and it is an easy to get card inside of the 2020 Mega 10s, you get some profit before you can pick them back up again. The next card is a card that has seen a surge in competitive relevancy. It's Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos. Now, Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos sits at about a $75 price tag. That is insane for a card that made its debut in about the $20 range. I remember picking up my copy for around that price. Really smart investment. It was just a no-brainer to pick up a card like this. Now, the reason why Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos is so heavily sought after is because it's amazing in the Edlich strategy, or against the Edlich strategy, preventing itself from being targeted and having the ability to banish threats on the field. Another cool thing about Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos is that it is a Blackluster Soldier card. So it always has that legacy feel like the Blue Eyes cards or the Red Eyes cards and even the Dark Magician cards. Regardless, we know that Konami is a very smart company. They're going to probably want to reprint this card, and there isn't a better time than the Mega 10s of 2020. There's also a Gold Series reprint coming around that Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos can be included in. The only weird thing about this is that Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos is one of those legacy support cards, so I don't see it dropping too far. I feel that you can pawn off your Blackluster Soldiers for a good $75 right now. Then when they drop to about the $40 or $50 range, pick yours up for approximately a $25 to $35 profit. See, people always overlook the little profits or the smaller profits for the big profits. And I'm not saying that the big profits don't happen, but if you take advantage of the small things, that starts to add up. A card that is confirmed to get a reprint is Opelousas, the Bow Goddess. Now, I actually bit the bullet on Opelousas and traded for when she was about $90. She currently sits at about that $85 range. There was a point in time where Opelousas, the Bow Goddess, was sought after and was in the $115 plus range. So if you guys decided to sell yours at that point in time, then you plus it. I don't think that Opelousas will ever hit that $100 range again, especially seeing that it can be reprinted in the Mega 10s of 2020, as well as its Gold Series reprint. Not saying that Gold Series are the best looking of cards, but they look really good when they first come out. I think Konami's 5th or 4th or 8th attempt, however many attempts at Gold Rare, might be a success. And if it does happen, Opelousas the Bow Goddess's original print could drop down to a $50 card as well. I don't really see Opelousas the Bow Goddess hyping up to its $115 range ever again, but I do see it being as a solid contender, so you get rid of it now and then pick it up when it is cheaper. Now, I normally tell you guys never in your life to get rid of an ultimate rare. Hold on to that card for dear life. But there is an interesting situation when I speak on Ultimate Rare Abyss Dwellers, Ultimate Rare Traptrix Rafflesia, and Ultimate Rare Book of Moon. These three cards came out in an epidemic where shops were closed. So shops didn't necessarily have the access to this card, meaning that the supplies were limited and the demand was relatively high with every OTS set. I think if you do have an Abyss Dweller and can trust your shop's ability to be able to get OTS 13, it would be a safe bet to be able to get rid of your OTS Ultimates in 13 and then pick them up later on down the line. Perhaps Konami might even make a longer run of OTS 13 to compensate for the pandemic. Regardless, it is a high risk, high reward situation, and I think it's actually worth it. What's a life without risk? Come on, guys. Now, I've never copped a fill with the Ultimate Rare Abyss Dweller Book of Moon or Traptrix Rafflesia, but when I do, I'll let you know the price I get them for. Probably way more than I'd like to admit, because you know I'm a rarity whore. Photon Orbital is a card that has legacy support written all over it. And players just realize that they can use cards like Union Carrier to equip Photon Orbital to their cards and then search a free Galaxy monster like Galaxy Soldier from their deck to their hand. This has caused Photon Orbital to shoot up in price. I remember when I got this card for $15. Man, what is up with me in $15? It's like not a 20, not a 10, I got this fresh 15 for you to get this card. I feel that Photon Orbital is in a similar situation to Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos. Upon a reprint, it will drop drastically, and then later on down the line, players will realize, hey, this is a collector's card. Maybe not as much as Blackluster Soldier, but this is a collector's card. Maybe we should start picking them up. And depending on the second print of Photon Orbital, let's say if it's a common or a super rare, players are going to seek after the highest rarity version of the card, meaning that this card will be sought after and will probably shoot up higher than $50 over time. It's definitely another one of those high risk, high reward situations, but again, what's life without risking something? Now, since I've given you guys high risk, high reward situations back to back, I'm gonna give you a card that I know in my heart is going to be reprinted. Some people know when it's about to rain. Other people know when family members are going to have a baby or when someone's talking about them. My special ability is to know when cards are gonna be reprinted, so, hey. Invocation, without a doubt in my mind, is going to be reprinted soon. Not 100% sure where, but I know it's gonna be reprinted. You know things are pretty messed up when the lowest rarity version is actually around the same price as the medium rare version. Both the super and secret rare versions of Invocation sit at about $30, which is crazy. I got my ultimate rare Invocations not on purpose, actually by accident. I was always looking for ultimate rare Invocations, and my boy, he really wanted to settle the debt with me, so he tried to get rid of his Invocations. The only problem is that they were Italian. If I can't read it, I don't want to play it. Unfortunately, I wound up giving in and taking the ultimate rare Italian Invocations, thinking that I'd be able to eventually trade them for English rare copies. I'm still waiting to trade them for English copies. Ultimate rare Invocations, we're not going to talk about. Those cards are cards that you probably should never sell in your life unless you're getting English rare copies. The supers and the secrets can drop to as low as $10 to $15 each, depending on the reprint of Invocation. Let's say, for example, it comes as a secret rare inside of the Mega Tins and is not hard to get, then yeah, you can have a huge price drop on both Invocations from the other two sets, especially seeing that it's another printing. I think that the Invocation strategy is in Konami's plans, and the best way to make money is to reprint cards that are highly sought after, and this is a strategy that's highly sought after. Well, that is pretty much it for all of the cards that you guys should sell before they plummet in price. as well as some of my horror stories and what I pick certain cards up for. I want you guys to post down below in the comments section, what are your horror stories? Also be sure to check out one of these videos. There's some really awesome videos there. I hope you guys are having a great day like I am.